Mike Hamilton, Lithia Toyota, and generally I don't do pre-owned vehicles on my channel, but this is a killer trade, and this is something I wanted to bring up, is that customers on a lot of vehicles, and especially the right Tacoma, are getting more than they originally paid, including this 2021 TRD Pro and Lunar Rock. I'm going to go over this vehicle. I'll be right back. Mike Hamilton, and I'm back. This is probably, over the last few years, my favorite color of TRD Pro that came out, which is called Lunar Rock. First appeared 2019 with the RAV4, and then was added to the TRD Pro lineup for 2021. There's a few other vehicles that can get this now. They've moved it on for the Tundras and Tacomas and 4Runners and different trims, but for 2021 this became the TRD Pro color, and over that lime green and whatever, definitely love this color over that. Next would be like Cavalry blue, and then Army green, and I'm excited about the next year's model lineup with which going to be the Solar Octane, which looks like an amazing color, similar to what they had in 2016 with the Inferno. But anyways, this one here, it's just traded in. This customer traded this in for a new TRD Pro 4Runner. It is available. Reach out to me on the messages if you're interested. It's in 55995, I believe, 23,000 miles, Toyota certified, so it's going to have the extended warranty. But this has nothing different on it from a 2022, except for it being 1 year older. And then I really like the paint job much more than what they decided for these more tropical colors for 2022 model year. But let's go ahead and take a look at her. You're getting that Toyota Heritage grille, of course, and then you have LED lights, high beams, low beams, and sequential turn signals. You have your rigid industry fog lights on here. Nice fascia and grille on here. It has a basic Toyota safety sense on it, but it does a job. It has lane departure alert, pedestrian cyclist detection, adaptive cruise control are all part of that here. And then this one comes with the TRD Pro graphics, which is like another $800-900 add-on, and then camera in the windshield there for your adaptive cruise control. And then it comes with a moonroof sunroof. Let's go over to the side of the vehicle. The customer who had this changed out the stock tires and put a nicer quality rubber on here, so you got a good looking tire with a little bit better tread, of course. And then it looks like they did like a leveling kit to it. It looks like it's pretty leveled out on here, so leveling kit, nicer tires. You do get turn signal indicators, matching painted mirror caps. And this being a Pro, this is a smart key here. We should have remote start. There you go. And then also smart key, we could lock it and unlock it from the door here without taking our key out of our pocket. These two notches just locked it. Wait for a few seconds to reset. That unlocks it. Let's take a look at the inside and the materials you're getting. It's kind of a rubberized synthetic material, hard plastics, but they do a leather, natural leather pattern to make it look more premium. A couple bottle holders in the door. Now this is used, so it's a little dirty, but your TRD Pro floor mats are in it. Hard dash, again, the rubberized materials. 8-inch infotainment, supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto XM radio. You do get Toyota Softex leather. TRD is embroidered into the headrest on here, moonroof and sunroof, and then we have our car controls and differential lockers, which I'll go over when we get inside. Let's move on to the back. Back is one of the things I've always complained about. I think in the remake of this, they need to give the back seat more stuff. There is absolutely nothing here. We got a couple bottle holders in the door, couple seat pocket for one side but not the other, a couple more bottle holders, but there's no center armrest, and there's also no USBs. There's USB-A and USB-C in that center console you can bring through, but it's not available to the back without bringing it through the console there. We got our TRD Pro graphics on here, looks really good, and the TRD exhaust tip on here. Moving to the back, you can see the bright LED tail lights it has and sequential turn signals it has too. You have one of your 4 cameras on here. So this has bird's eye plus trail monitor camera. It has 7 to 4 pin prong and can tow up to, in the right configuration, up to about 6,800 pounds. This is probably around 62 to 6,400 like it is because of the Fox shocks, and take away some of it. And then you have strut assisted tailgate. Composite bed here, which is stronger than liner seal, doesn't dent, doesn't rust, and it's hard to scratch. And they put the Tacoma bed mat in, 400 watt shore power, got a little bit of storage there. Your rear window is power sliding. You got your shark fin, that's going to support the Safety Connect XM radio, all the good stuff there. Has its own built-in cell phone for emergency services. There is a hard backing in these things, so if you don't want to put stuff on a seat, I don't want to demonstrate this all the way, but I'll show you in this slide. And then this is one thing, it just doesn't have that much room for a back seat, so it's just really good for kids. I'm 6'2", and I'm not even going to try to get in there. Blind spot monitors are part of that. We have our TRD Pro badging on the side. And coming to the inside, let's take a look at the stuff we have in here. JBL premium audio on that. We have auto windows for our 2 windows on the front, and then power windows for the back, power mirrors, power locks, of course. And our viewfinder for our bird's eye cameras there, and our AC 400 watt inverter and our auto dimming high beam are part of this. Now this does come with 8-way power with power lumbar support. The most adjustability I know, maybe the Nissan Frontier might have about the same as that. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know the Ford and the Chevy product does not. Let's move to the inside here and take a look at the startup sequence. So you have startup sequence on here. So do it for both here. And you can see what kind of fuel economy this has. So this has 23,924. I've been getting 17.3. You got your compass coordinates, Bluetooth information. This has our roll and pitch for our four-wheel drive off-roading stuff on it. No messages. It's like a basic onboard computer tell you what's wrong with the car if there was an issue. And then your basic Toyota safety sense. Now it doesn't have like steer assist and all that stuff because it has hydraulic steering. We have integrated maps, which you could port in maps through your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and use Apple Maps, Waze Maps, Google Maps are all part of that available to you. We have dual climate controls, push start, shifting on the fly from 2-wheel high to 4-wheel high up to like 47 miles an hour, I think. And then 4-wheel low, you got to put it in neutral. Again, we have all our climate controls in here. This has 3-stage heated seats in it, emergency flashers. Then down below here we have our blind spot monitors here. So, and then it has ECT power. Let me get that camera back around in here. So ECT power is basically a tow haul button. So if the vehicle's searching for a gear, That's what you want to put it in so it doesn't keep on looking for a gear. Parking sonars available. Here's our rear window slider, our primary port for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Qi wireless charging pad for wireless charging of your phone. Now they make something called a dongle that you could do wireless Apple CarPlay. Toyota's newer ones are coming up with wireless Apple CarPlay now, which is nice. It's a 6-speed automatic with sequential shift, and we have a couple USBs in the glove box. Let's move up to the top here. This is an auto-dimming rearview mirror with your garage door memory sets, home link here. We have our mud terrain selector, multi-terrain selector, and our crawl controls, basically cruise control for off-roading. A rear diff locker, again, TRD Off-Road TRD Pro, and now one SR5 called the Trail Edition have a diff locker in it. We have our controls for moonroof and sunroof. That's pretty self-explanatory. And then an SOS button that handles emergency services, stolen vehicle locator, and roadside assistance. One thing they could come up with as much money as these cost is LED lights. They just have regular incandescent lights, not the brightest lights. They do have the nicer shade that slides back and forth on here. So let's go ahead and take this for a quick drive on my little test strip there. I want to see what a rolling start to 70 miles an hour takes me up to. A lot of people think these are dogs. I tell a lot of people you just don't know how to drive one. They are geared low because they're built to go crawling and off-roading, and so it is. But let's put this on the test track that I do. Be right back. All right, let's give it a go here. So this big fat pole says to Sacramento. It's where the GR86 and the Tundra is. About 2 car lengths behind that is where the V6 Camrys landed. So let's see what we could do when we turn the corner here and getting up to 70 miles an hour. All right, foot all the way down. $70 right there. So way past that pole. So definitely a lot slower than it would be in a Tundra, the GR86. So anyways, there you go. As far as how fast this thing could do a rolling start to 70 miles an hour in. Mike Hamilton, Lithia Twit again. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.